Hi, I'm Mark Narmore, and you're in tune to the right place with my buddy Kevin Sport.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Sport, and you're in the right place. The Right Place with Kevin Sport is sponsored by Frederick's Outdoor. Own the outdoors. That sauce. No matter what you're cooking, that sauce makes it better. Murray County Visitors Bureau. Experience Murray. Conecuh Sausage. Get your grill on. Mossy Pond Retrievers. Train them up right. Variety Records. Spin vinyl. Hey everybody, I'm Kevin Sport. Welcome back to The Right Place. I am here in Murray County in downtown Columbia, Tennessee at just another cool place, Lucille's Restaurant. They have very good music, really good food, and just another cool venue in this wonderful town. You know, we try to put everything in categories, which usually means we do things like bad or good, right or wrong, healthy, unhealthy, and then that leads into our actions. You know, sometimes like practical or emotional. Well, there's some things that our emotional side knows is right, that our practical side just can't seem to explain. And I believe that's called the human spirit, because that's that thing inside of us that makes us cheer at Special Olympics. It makes us pull for that athlete, even in a losing effort. It's that thing we all have in common. And it's also that thing that music seems to describe the best, which is just another reason why I love music. Because it takes that human spirit and it puts it in a song. So as we get into this world, or whether we're leaving this world, or even after we leave this world, probably a song for that too. Well, today we get to sit down with one of the best songwriters in the business, Mark Narmore. And I think he puts the human spirit inside a song like nobody else. I am here with one of my favorite singer-songwriters.
Bless your heart. Thank you, Kevin.
Mark, thank you for being on our show and coming on the right place. We were just teasing about me mispronouncing your last name, and Narmore.
Yeah.
I've been saying Narmore a couple times, so anyway, we're going to get it right.
We will answer to just about anything. The mail we've gotten over the years, me and my wife, we've just kind of got a collection of the misspellings. It's pretty funny, but people say Mr. Narmore and Namor, but hey.
As long as they get it right on the gig or the song, is probably the most important thing.
Yeah, the writer's credit, you're right.
That's exactly right.
You're right, man.
No, I do appreciate you coming on. That's one of the things I love most about doing this. And I know I've said this before, and I'll probably say it a million more times, but I get to talk to people that I really admire too, and have learned from, or either want to learn from. It's a joy to be able to do this. So thanks for being here. And I guess I want to start at the beginning of your life and career.
Yeah.
You know, we do our research, or we try to, and now in the world we live in, we just type in somebody's name and Google them or whatever. But we have a mutual friend too, in Rusty Moody.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Off camera, we were talking about him. Great guy.
Oh, yes, indeed.
So I can imagine that you've got a lot of fun stories and people that you've had time to hang out with and deal with on whatever was going on through the years. So
yeah,
let's start with where you grew up and how that had an effect on you in that part of your life.
Musically, yeah, Kevin. I'm from a little town called Center Star, Alabama, and it's about 30 minutes from Muscle Shoals. You've probably driven through there.
Many times.
A town of about 600 people, and grew up in church. My mom and dad, both, you know, and intergenerationally, our grandparents in the church. So I sort of got interested in piano when my mom let a cousin of ours put, or an aunt of ours, put an old piano, like would be sitting over there, old upright, in our house just to store it. She was remodeling. Well, while it was there, I started tinkering on the old piano and found out I could pick out tunes by ear, you know, and I could, as it went along, my mom didn't want to give the piano back. She said, Mark's learning to play, I think, so she just bought it. That was sort of the beginnings. And I had a cousin, first cousin from Center Star 2, Spooner Oldham, and he has been just crucial as a guide and a mentor over the years. But at the time, he was helping get Muscle Shoals up and running when I was, you know, 5 and 6 years old. And he, along with some of those guys, David Briggs and Donnie Fritz, Rick Hall, Dan Penn, they were cutting some soul hits. And so I was like, interested in what Spooner was doing. I kind of wanted to mimic or find out about that, explore, and and you think if Cuz can do it, maybe I can get a shot at it too. And it seemed like fun.
You've got such an easygoing demeanor about you. I don't know if anyone's ever vocalized it like I'm going to today, but you do. I like to hear you talk and explain stories. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that kind of voice and easygoing demeanor, didn't you have some radio experience?
I sure did, yeah. I was recording songs in the first year of college, you know how we all do, going to recording studios and putting my songs down. Well, I thought there were some little local radio stations, and I thought I'll just go to these stations and see if they'll play my little demo tape. It was pretty rough looking back, but the funny thing, I went to Lexington, Alabama, and the guy, Eddie Lantroop, he's still in Lawrenceburg, and he sent me down there and did a little interview, much like we're doing, and talked about music and played the song. And Eddie said, Mark, you've got a really nice, deep sort of voice. You know, our afternoon guy quit this morning. Would you like to learn to be a DJ?
Oh, wow.
And, you know, I didn't really have anything going. I was in college, second year, so I said, sure. So he set me down, showed me how to cue the record, you know, how to get it ready to go. Here's your weather. This is where you get the weather, and it was written out, you know, in a couple of 3 lines, partly cloudy today, high 50. Here's where you turn the mic up. And I remember every time I would pot that mic up that afternoon, I would be shaking, you know, my voice would be just quivering and scared to death. But that's how I got in radio and stayed in it for a couple of years, and then got a gig with Rick Hall as a songwriter over at Fame.
Okay.
But occasionally during the years, I've gone back to radio. It's a fun industry, you know, profession too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There's an art to it, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from down in Muscle Shoals area. It's about an hour and a half away, and this is a song about some of my influences. And I wrote this with funky Donnie Fritz, who's from down there, so. Leon Russell and old James Brown, sure enough turned my world around. Ray Charles and Wilson Pickett, good golly, he was oh so wicked. What I say, Mustang Sally, and them a funky old Broadway alleys. I want to thank my funky stars for making me just who I are. Learned all about this soul way down there in Muscle Shoals, with all them organs and them sliding guitars. I wanna thank my funky
John and Ernie K. Doe. They was playing at the Fido-Do. Irma Thomas, y'all, she was a queen. Way down yonder in New Orleans. That's Domino sang Blueberry Hill. And it gave me such a teenage thrill. I want to thank my funky stars, making me just who I are. Learned all about this here soul way down there in Muscle Shoals, with all them organs and them sliding guitars. I want to thank my funky stars. So we got some Georgia folks in here tonight, huh? Tell you, one of my favorite bands is the Atlanta Rhythm Section. Liked them so much I put them in this verse. Well, the Atlanta Rhythm Section, there was kings of my record collection. Them old boys from down in Macon, yeah, they was greasy as my grandma's bacon. When old Delbert went and got him the blues, y'all, I knew I had to get me some too. And I want to thank my funky stars, making me just who I am. Learned all about this soul way down there in Muscle Shoals, with all them organs and them sliding guitars. I want to thank my funky stars. Thank you, funky stars. For being so funky. Thank y'all for being funky too with me tonight.
You're watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Sport, letting you know that you can be a good sport too. Just go to our website at therightplacewithkevinsport.com and check out our merch. We've got t-shirts, we've got hats, we've got mugs, and especially the music. Remember, you can check out all this and more at therightplacewithkevinsport.com. Hey everybody, this is The Right Place with Kevin Sport at The Right Place right here in Columbia, Tennessee at Variety Records. Go check out Variety Records at varietyrecords.com. And next time you're here in Columbia, Tennessee, you gotta come to this store. Check out your favorite album, past, present, and in the now, because I'm telling you, vinyl is back.
And now back to The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Welcome back everyone. You're in the right place with me, Kevin Sport. I've been talking with one of my favorite songwriters, Mark Narmore, and I asked him, do you have any advice for other songwriters? I'm going to change gears for just a second because I know our viewers and people that watch this later that are familiar with your work, or some of them will probably get familiar with it, by watching the show.
Cool.
But Shenandoah is we're very big fans and friends of those guys, and Moon Over Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
How did that song happen?
I had, again, it all goes back to that little tiny radio station in Lexington, Kevin. I had this hook. Well, I had this song called I'll Take Her Over Saturday Night. And it was a song that just didn't pan out. It wasn't a great song, but I thought, well, I'll take the over. I kind of like the idea of blank over blank. So I just started filling in the blanks this over this, this over this. And after probably a month or two, the good Lord just probably put Moon over Georgia, because I got it. The Moon was the poor guy. Georgia was the rich guy. So it was the antithesis, the polar thing. And it took 6 months to write it, because I was a young writer, about 21. I would take it into the radio station. I'd be playing Eddie Raven or Razzie Bailey, but I turned the volume down just enough where I could think and write on and work on Moon over Georgia. But I pretty much wrote it at the radio station on the air.
And I'll send this too out to all of our friends from Georgia. He owns a big estate just south of Savannah, and a high-rise hotel in downtown Atlanta. Had the state of Georgia to his name, she'd be set for life in his colonial manor. He laid the world at her feet on a silver platter, but all I had to offer her was the moon. She took the moon over Georgia. She'd rather have 1,000,000 stars in the sky than a gold mine. She took the moon over Georgia. When it came down to his world of mine, she took the moon over Georgia. A little country house in need of expansion. It's a far cry from his South Georgia mansion, but we've got our own paradise. Shadow dancing till dawn, full moon shining, and those occasional clouds all have a silver lining. There really must be something about that old yellow light. She took the moon over Georgia. She'd rather have 1,000,000 stars in the sky than a gold mine. She took the moon over Georgia. When it came down to his world of mine, she took the moon over Georgia. She took the moon. Sound like she took it down to church, y'all. She took that moon. Took the moon down to South Georgia. She took it up to North Georgia too. Sang a few church hymns in that pew. She took the moon over Georgia.
You're
watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
That sauce is great on everything, and we had people put it to the test.
So good.
Delicious.
It's good.
It's good. Really good.
That sauce, you can be a dad head too. Ask for that sauce at your local retailer.
Meanwhile, down at the farm.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the Fredericks Experience.
You know, Mahindra is the #1 selling tractor in the world.
Honey, these Mahindras are fabulous.
Demo a unit, sir?
Barb, you want to go?
Now you go ahead.
And as always, free delivery. Fredericks Outdoor Water.
Here's your Fredericks Outdoor Apparel. It'll get you into all the concerts for free.
Don't forget your puppy.
Fredericks Outdoor, make your purchase an experience.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sport, and on October 31st at Fredericks Outdoor in Decatur, Alabama, we will be sharing the stage with legendary group Shenandoah, their Reloaded tour with lead singer Marty Rabin. That's October 31st, Fredericks Outdoor, Decatur, Alabama. And you can find out more information by visiting fredericksoutdoor.com.
Hey, I'm Kevin Sport, and if you want to be in the right place, visit our website, therightplacewithkevinsport.com, also at facebook.com/therightplacewithkevinsport. You can find us on Twitter at The Right Place TV, and also on Instagram with yours truly, just Kevin Sport. And remember, when you're following your dream, your God-given dream, well, you're always in the right place. You're watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport. Here's my friend Hound Brown with Food for the Soul, Plowology.
From the inside out we move like your favorite song with a greasy groove. Heart and soul, body and mind. It's our spirit that has to mark the times. How does it work? How come it to move? From the inside out the spirit approves. Wakes us with a smile at morning's first light. Or keeps us up clean through the lonely old night. Gets antsy, angry, known to get out of whack. Yes sir, our spirit's there, cutting no slack. Moves us to dream, to dare to see, to create from the heart our purest dream. To be the best us, odds be defied, moves us to believe, to fight a good fight. To keep the faith when they say it's a loss, from the inside out, the spirit's the boss. I'd sure love to know how in heaven's name this divine design, this sacred thing, dances deep inside our very souls, making us tick, it makes us whole. You and I, me and you, from the inside out, the spirit moves.
Plowology with Hound Brown is brought to you by Fredericks Outdoor.
Music tells the truths that are hard to explain, but cannot be denied. And I hope that human spirit inside of you leads you to follow your dream. Because remember, when you're following your dream, your God-given dream, you're always in the right place. Hey Marcus, you got that world famous Lucille burger ready yet?
Go right ahead, brother. Just like this, playing some songs. And he'll tell her he's been working late again. She knows too well there's something going on. She's been neglected and she needs a friend. So her trembling fingers dial the telephone. Daytime friends and nighttime lovers, hoping no one else discovers where they go, what they do in their secret hideaway. Daytime friends and nighttime lovers, they don't want to hurt the other, so they love in the nighttime and shake hands in the light of day. stay out late at night, play my songs. Sometimes all the nights can be so long, and it's good when I finally make it home, all alone while she lays dreaming. I try to get undressed without the light, and quietly she says, how was